I'm Esther from Business Analysis Excellence. In this video, I will share another masterclass on how you can become a business analyst, and it will be more than that. I will show you how to draw a process map in the process. So in this video, I'm going to show you in 5 steps how to become a business analyst. So I thought we'd jump straight into the good stuff of this video. There are 5 steps that I see as really important to become a business analyst. I've worked as a business analyst for 20 years and I've coached and trained hundreds of people for changing their careers to become business analysts. So I do know something about this topic. But hey, I want to ask you a question first. Do you think anyone with any background can become a business analyst? Put your answer in the comments below and let's see whether you're right or not. Unfortunately, there is some misinformation about business analysis out there in the world of the internet and YouTube. It creates confusion and false expectations around what it actually takes to become a business analyst. I want to tell you that whilst it's absolutely possible to achieve this goal, it takes commitment and it takes some real effort from your side. This is why I want you to start with this very first step. Step 1, do your research. You can save yourself a lot of time and effort by understanding exactly what it means to be a business analyst. I will leave a link in the description below to an article that will tell you exactly what is business analysis and what it's like to be a business analyst. So make sure to check that out. If you are then still interested in becoming a business analyst, then let's go to the next step. Step 2, get educated. To provide credibility to your profile and goal of becoming a business analyst, it is recommended that you do some professional development in the form of endorsed training. People make the mistake to think that they can just walk into a business analysis job without actually developing themselves professionally. There are certain required skills that you can learn by doing a good course or two and potentially doing a professional certification to back up your resume. So it's really important that you do this because this way you are showing everybody, all the recruiters and employers, that you are not only serious about becoming a business analyst, but that you actually know what business analysis is all about. So for this step, I recommend do your research to find a great training organization and start doing some professional development with them. Step 3. So now you've done some education and you truly understand what business analysis is all about. It is time to really start focusing on step 3, which is gain practical experience. Whilst there is a high demand for business analysts in the market, there is also an expectation that you will not only have industry credentials, like what I described in step 2, but you will need to have practical business analysis experience. A lot of people get stuck at this point, but there are a few ways that you can overcome this challenge. I share 2 of many potential ways here. So the first way I suggest you get practical experience is by trying to utilize opportunities in your current job. You'll start to be able to identify opportunities now that you've got some knowledge and you really understand the role of the business analyst. I suggest you do those initiatives or you suggest to do those initiatives as something that you do on top of your current job. This way, your manager will be more inclined to give you opportunities to be a business analyst at work. Another way that you can potentially find some practical experience is by helping out with volunteering. So there are very many different ways that you can volunteer. If you get involved in community projects, there will be lots of opportunities there, or potentially join some of the groups that I'll discuss in the next step, where they can potentially help you find volunteer opportunities. There are always a way, so keep your ears open. This is, however, a very important step because people do want you to have experience as a business analyst, and it will make it so much easier for you to find that first business analysis job if you've got some experience under your belt. That brings me to the next step. So the next step is all about networking. So I know that it can be really challenging if you are still brand new to business analysis and you don't know anybody within the business analysis field. So, well, these days it is becoming easier and easier to find online groups that you can join. This is a really good idea because you'll start to see what people talk about. You'll get to know other business analysts and you'll really see what the trends are. This will help you with resume building as well as know exactly what courses you need to do next. Also, if you're able to go and join a local in-person group, that would be even better because recruiters often frequent those groups as well, and you can informally get to know a recruitment agent who can potentially help you find that first job. Now, the last step, step 5, this is about getting ready and apply for jobs. One of the biggest mistakes I've seen people make when they start applying for jobs is that they apply for many jobs without personalizing their applications. Now, that's really important because your recruiter is still a person on the other side that needs to receive your application. So my advice to you is that you personalize and customize each application and that you always make sure that you include a cover letter to a job application. It is actually really important. I've been on the receiving end of random resumes without proper cover letters. And to be honest, if you've got so many resumes to look through, you pick the one that looks the most professional and that makes it the easiest for you to pick them. So do a good job and write proper cover letters. So to quickly recap this for you, many people do want to become business analysts and there are many opportunities out there. It is possible for almost anyone to become a business analyst if you've got the right focus, you are committed, and you're willing to put the effort into the process. So firstly, I recommend step 1, do your research and understand what business analysis is. Step 2, do endorse training from a reputable training organization and consider doing a professional certificate. Step 3, make sure that you get some project experience. So look at volunteer opportunities if your current job is not an option. Step 4, network with others and really get into the whole field of business analysis because that will help steer you in the right direction. And finally, apply for your jobs by applying with personalized custom resumes. So if you've got any questions about this process, there is a lot to it and there's a lot of detail involved. So feel free to ask me questions in the comments below. I'll be glad to answer them for you there. And then finally, if you did enjoy this video and you find value in this, consider subscribing to the channel or liking the video. I appreciate your support. Talk to you soon.